Hello, gorgeous lady of the Exponential Wealth Program. We're about to go on another visualization. I'll have you take 3 deep breaths. Let your eyes close and see a dollar appear in front of you. Pick it up and look at it. Feel the feeling of holding $1 in your hand. What does it mean? How much work would you have to put in order to be worthy of holding $1 in your hand? If you were to lose this dollar, what financial situation would that leave you in? Feel the freedom around this dollar. Enjoy the feeling of having it, of not having to have done anything to have it, and of knowing that if it were to go, it wouldn't change your financial situation. Put the dollar aside and take a deep breath as you smile to yourself for being $1 richer. Now notice $10 appear. Notice a $10 bill appear and look at it. How does it feel to hold a $10 bill? How much work do you need to have done in order to hold a $10 bill in your hands? What do you feel? Is it a feeling of empowerment? Do you feel like you could take over the world? Does it just feel fun to have? Does it bring out the child in you that likes to have $10? Notice how it feels to have this $10 bill. Do you feel unworthy of $10? Do you question your deserving of $10? What if this $10 were to disappear? Would it change your financial situation? Feel the freedom around $10. Take a deep breath and smile. For the gratitude of having $10 and put the $10 aside. Now imagine $100. As you pick it up, notice how different it feels from the dollar and the $10 bill. Notice how it feels to hold it in your hands. What does it represent for you? How much work would you have to do in order to be deserving of this $100 bill? Do you feel worthy? If this $100 bill were to disappear, would it change your financial situation? Feel into the difference between $100, $10, and $1. Feel the power of holding $10 in your hand. Feel the power of holding $100 in your hand. Notice the difference between both is 1 0. Feel the power of having $110 in your hands. Put the bills down and smile to yourself for an extra $100. Now, I want you to notice that in front of you, there are 10 $100 bills. I want you to pick them all up so that you are holding $1,000 in your hands. Feel the thickness of the bills in your fingers. Count them. How does it feel to hold $1,000 in your hands? Feel the power of $1,000. What do you need to have done in order to create $1,000 in your life? Do you feel deserving of $1,000? If this $1,000 were to disappear, would it change your financial situation? Feel empowered for having held $1,000 in your hands. Pick up the $100 bill. Pick up the $10 bill. Breathe in and smile for an extra $1,000 and put it down. $10,000 is going to appear in front of you. Notice the stacks of bills. How do you feel in front of this money? This money is yours. I want you to pick up every stack. Feel the thickness of the bills in your hands. What does it mean? How much work do you have to have done in order to create this money? Are you worthy of this money? If this money were to disappear, would it change your financial situation? Breathe. Feel gratitude for $10,000. Glance at the other money on the table. Feel grateful for the rest of the money and put the $10,000 along with it. And breathe. There is now $100,000 on the table in front of you. How does it feel to be in the presence of $100,000? I want you to pick up $100,000. Hold it in your hands. Gather it in your lap. Cuddle it. Feel the stacks of money. How much work would you have to do in order to create this money? Are you worthy of $100,000? If this money were to disappear, would it change your financial situation? Feel extraordinary gratitude for the possibility of having held $100,000 of your money in your hands. Smile. Breathe. And put it aside with the rest of your money. You have had more dollars than you can count go through your fingers. You have spent more $10 bills than you will ever remember. Over the course of your lifetime, hundreds, they've flown out easily week after week, and thousands month after month. The money you see on the table, you've created more than that in your lifetime. This is just a piece of what you have been capable of earning so far, and is nothing in comparison to what you're about to create in this program. Notice how seemingly simple it is to own $1, and the stories that you made up as the numbers got larger and larger. Is it not just a dollar multiplied? Is it not just wealth multiplied? What is the difference between $1 and 100,000 of them? When I asked you how much work you would need to do for $1, did you break it down in minutes, or did you figure no work at all? If you need to do nothing for $1, what happens when you multiply 100,000 by nothing? What if this is easy? What if? In this energy, grab a pen and paper, journal about your experience, share with us in the group. I can't wait to read your words, and I will see you soon.